Welcome back to Headlines. It is Friday, October 18th. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. Former President Trump had some fun during the Al Smith dinner on Thursday night, which is an event in New York that raises money for Catholic charities. Trump turned the Democrat roast into an art form because, let's face it, they've given him plenty of material.
I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz.
Now, while we're on the subject of men who have periods, Trump brought up White Dudes for Harris.
But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
White Dudes for Harris. They're the male equivalent of Karens for Kamala, but with less testosterone. After a while, Trump turned his attention to Chuck Schumer, who was sitting right next to the podium.
But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
Schumer as the first female president. Yeah, maybe. But he's going to need to work on that resting Chuck face. While Trump was at the Al Smith dinner to raise money for Catholic charities, Kamala Harris sure seemed to be making fun of someone that yelled, "Jesus is Lord," at her rally. Now, we've got the video, though, so you can decide. Kamala was giving a speech in Wisconsin, and about 20 minutes in, a group that was being escorted out started chanting, "Jesus is Lord," which, knowing Kamala, is probably the most terrifying thing she's heard since you're polling at 3%.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
I don't know. That sure seemed like Kamala was making fun of him, and the whole crowd was loving it. If you believe in something, you're at the wrong rally. If you're looking for a place that supports faith, family, and community, it's the one down the street. Look, at least she's finally taking a stand against something. I mean, it appears to be God, but who needs God when you control the government? A video of Jim Gaffigan taking shots at the Democratic Party at the Al Smith dinner is going viral on social media.
The Democrats have been telling us Trump's re-election is a threat to democracy. In fact, they were so concerned of this threat, they staged a coup, ousted their democratically elected incumbent, and installed Kamala Harris.
Now, some of you may remember that several years ago, Jim Gaffigan went on a Twitter rant criticizing Trump and Trump supporters. But with his shots at Democrats last night and the fact that he wasn't part of that Comics for Kamala group, Jim might be moving from the far left more towards the center. Gaffigan roasting the Democrats is like watching Big Bird from Sesame Street take off his head and punch a kid. Sure, it's jarring, but deep down, you know you wanted to see it. Vice President Kamala Harris chose not to attend the Al Smith dinner, making her the first Democratic candidate to skip the dinner since 1984. Instead, Harris sent in a pre-recorded video skit that received almost zero laughs from the audience.
I'm giving a speech. Do you have some thoughts about what I might say tonight?
Don't you see, man? We need a woman to represent us. A woman brings more heart, more compassion.
Just as long as you're not a border agent, a small business owner, or a woman in sports. Then you're on your own.
Is there anything that you think that maybe I shouldn't bring up tonight?
Well, don't lie. Thou shalt not bear false witness to thy neighbor.
Indeed, especially thy neighbor's election result.
So Kamala says not to lie about election results. But clearly, she's okay with letting thousands of illegal immigrants decide who our next president is.
The Al Smith dinner provides a rare opportunity to set aside partisanship and come together to do some good by supporting the tremendous charitable work of the Catholic Church.
That's right. The Al Smith dinner is a great opportunity to build unity, to put aside our differences and come together, which is why Kamala was in Wisconsin instead. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.